are back on a Monday night, the Plug Talk Sports show. We got a full house here tonight. Jonka is somewhere to be found. He's missing, but he'll be here. We got Brandon, usual suspect over here, talking a little garbage about, of course, his Boston teams. And then we have, behold, the soccer legend right here, Alex Windley. Alex, please, for the love of God, please tell people what is your Twitter handle.
It's at AAW_1998. Yeah, pretty complicated, but that's the only one available with my name. So, that's where you can find me.
You guys, if you guys are not following her already, you need to, because she has all of the information that you need to know regarding Inter Miami or just MLS. Like she's got it. She's got it down packed. Like sometimes like things just happen, and Alex like, yeah, I already knew that. And I'm like, how did you? She's got it down packed. She's doing a fantastic job. She does articles over for 5 Reasons. Very proud of her. She's doing just a fantastic job, like I said, and she's going to continue. She's going up in this industry, so we're excited to have her on here. This is her second time, I believe, on Plug Talk Sports.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great. We have a good soccer-filled show for you guys tonight. Let's start with our plugs and shameless plugs. So let's start with happy things. Since Alex is our guest, what is the best thing that you saw in the past week?
Past week. Honestly, I think I'm gonna throw some Formula One in here. I think it's just getting Formula One going back to Australia. It's their first Grand Prix there since I think 2019, since the pandemic. Yeah, they're heading back there this weekend. Last week, was a bit of a week off for the drivers, so they were able to chill out, and now they're all in Melbourne getting ready for the Grand Prix this weekend. So I was pretty excited about that, seeing all the build up for that last week. So.
Yeah, I've gotten me and I want to take responsibility for getting Alex into Formula One. I take full responsibility for that one. Jonka, who's there, he looks like he's looking like he's having a rough day today, man. Tell me good news, bro. Please tell me what's something you can tell me that's good that you saw in the last week.
Good? Oh,
yeah,
easily. The Lakers are on the verge of missing the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
LeBron is a collapse. AD collapse. The whole Lakers organization is trash. I love it.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. Brandon, best thing. Please don't tell me it's the Lakers. Probably gonna say something Celtics.
No, but actually, if you're a WWE fan, it's got to be Stone Cold Steve Austin coming back. I mean, you just gotta love the rattlesnake. After 19 years, I know he's been on the ranch, and I think he even had a podcast of some sort or something like that for like USA Network or something. But to see him back in action, though, I mean, that's such a different. Hear that glass break and the music coming in on the ATV. It was the best thing to see on Twitter. Best thing I see on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw him like hitting the bottle with the can on his head and chugging the beer. Like it was great.
Oh my gosh.
This is going to be, for me, this is the best thing that happened in the past week, but it may be controversial, and good portion of Miami may be offended and might hate me. So it's a hot take. I am so happy Colombia is not going to the World Cup. I am so happy about it. I am so happy. You know why? Because every time Colombia is in the World Cup, Miami is probably the most annoying place to be. Everyone has a Colombian citizenship, apparently, when Colombia is in the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's the most annoying thing. And then, like, they win one game and they lose their damn minds. So I'm happy that Miami will be somewhat quiet, much more quiet this World Cup because they're not in it.
Facts. They only show up in the World Cup. No other day.
Sorry to anybody who's Colombian out there. I'm sorry. I just had to put that on the table. That's just how I feel. Don't take it personal. Let's go back to Alex. Worst thing that you saw in the past week?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I try to keep it positive. Worst thing. Let me.
I mean,
Uh,
Alex, I got plenty of things in my mind. Rain delays, Fort
yeah,
Lauderdale.
but yeah, that doesn't really bother me per se. That's like a job thing. But I don't know. Hmm. I don't know. I guess the Grammys last night. I was watching those. It was
Oh God.
pretty okay. Yeah, some of the snubs were peculiar, but yeah, I would say that was pretty much sort of the worst the from what I've seen in the last week, I guess.
Do any of you guys know? I just want to ask you. Do any of you guys know who Jean Baptiste is?
Jean Baptiste, his album's pretty good though. I will say.
One guy won album of the year. I
Yeah,
have no idea who he is.
he's
Well,
good. He's an R&B singer.
yeah,
It's all money, bro. It's all money.
True,
it's
true,
it's a conspiracy. That's what it is.
true.
So nobody, so he can be somebody. Then another nobody comes out next year. Watch.
hmm
All they
It's
give
a
is
That
Taylor
could be it.
it's a conspiracy against
Jaka?
Kanye West, guarantee.
Oh yeah, 100%. Jaka, worst thing you saw?
Since we missed last week's
Yeah.
podcast, I guess it would have to be my Hurricanes losing to Kansas. But all due respect, Kansas is. I knew that I had them losing anyways. But I kind of felt like, you know what? I'm gonna call them out. The officiating was terrible that second half. Every time
There
I
we
ended
go.
down to single digits, oh, surprisingly, 3 fouls came out of nowhere. To all no, I'm sorry. NCAA basketball officiating needs to be changed. Period.
All right, let's cut this propaganda out and let's move on to Brandon.
Propaganda.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
well, I'm gonna keep it in the March Madness perspective of things because
Oh.
I actually watched the Final Four the other day between Duke and North Carolina, and I have to say, great game, went back and forth. But after the game, when all the Duke players didn't even go in the line to shake hands,
Yeah.
Coach K's last game, and he's the only person out there shaking any of the hands of the guys in the baby light blue. I mean, it was probably the worst thing I've seen because to remember Coach K and his lonesome shaking all those hands of his bitter rival for like what 42 years of being a coach there.
Yeah.
It hurts as a basketball fan. It really does.
I think it's because I feel like the players wanted to get the dub for him, but they felt defeated.
No, yeah, of course, but still, it's just the sportsmanship side of
Yeah.
it too. Plus, it's Coach K. You got to put that respect for him.
I
Well,
think they won that I won, but they couldn't get
my
it.
my thing wasn't really something that I saw, but it's more of something I experienced. So I was in Hawaii. I'm back now, obviously, but let me tell you, I'm still on a time difference that is not. It's been very not good for me. I was in bed last night at 3, 4 in the morning, just like this.
I feel I've had
Not-
those.
I could not sleep, man. Like over there, it's only like 7 p.m. and I'm just like, I'm not tired. But then you feel it because then your alarm clock rings here in the morning when you got to go wake up, and you're like, oh, I should have forced myself to sleep when it was 3 and 4 in the morning last night. I should have just closed my eyes. I shouldn't have turned on the TV and started watching TV for a bit until I fell asleep. So the time change, my body has not gotten used to it yet. Hopefully it will soon because I like my sleep. It's kind of destructive right now, just staring at the roof for a couple hours. But we're back. We're here. We're back on the Plug Talk Sports Show.
Back in the groove.
Yeah, let's get into tonight's entertainment. The World Cup draw happened. I saw it from my phone losing battery in an airport. What we're going to do is I'm going to read out the groups, and once we read out the groups, we'll go back to Group A, and then we'll pick the two winners, first and second place from each group, and then the winners we pick, we'll go around the 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, and final. So we'll do it that way. So let's start with Group A, of course, the host nation, Qatar. We got Ecuador, who's in the World Cup, Senegal, and the Netherlands. That's Group A. In Group B, we have our very own United States. We have England, we have the Islamic Republic of Iran and either Wales, Ukraine, or Scotland in the European playoff, whoever's going to take that spot. And Group C, of course, Messi gets bailed out as always. Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Yeah, I guess it's just like FIFA wants him to win, man. It's like they're like, here's this group, man. Like, please, for the love of God, just win.
It's the last dance.
Oh, God. Group D, France, Australia. Well, Australia will have to play Costa Rica, I believe, for a spot in the intercontinental playoff. And then you got Denmark and Tunisia. And then we have Spain, Germany, Japan, and another intercontinental playoff spot there. And then we have Group F, which is Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. Group G, we have Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. And then finally, Group H, we have Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. So let's take it up to Group A. I'll go first. I'll say for me, winning that group will be the Dutch. The Netherlands win that group. And I have Senegal coming in second out of that group. Alex, what do you think? Who wins that group and who comes in second?
I don't know. The Netherlands, they're not as good as I would say, compared to previous years. In Senegal, they're absolutely stacked. Sadio Mane globally, like they're absolutely stacked when it comes to their players, and they play a very cohesive style. So, and they even won the African Cup of Nations. So, I think. I know this is probably going to be like a hot take, but I think Senegal has a good chance to top the group, and then maybe the Dutch second. Ecuador is also very good, and I won't count on Qatar because if you, I think it was last summer during what was it, the Gold Cup? They played pretty well. I know defensively they're a little bit suspect, but I think they'll get that together. So, I think Senegal will top, and then the Netherlands could get second, but it wouldn't shock me if Qatar rises to the occasion to get second. It's their home World Cup, so. Yeah, I don't know. This group's a little tricky, but I think anything can happen with this one.
I need a little like red button and alarm right now so I can just slam on it, and every time we have a hot take, we just ring the alarm. That's what I need. Janka, sir, who do you have topping Group A and coming in second?
I'm gonna have to agree with Alex. I'm gonna say Senegal at winning the first, and then I got the Netherlands in second.
Okay. Brandon, you gonna follow that mission?
Well, no, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I think that the Netherlands will end up being first, and then Qatar will make his way to second. Just because Senegal, I understand they have a fantastic year, stacked as they are, but I just feel like Qatar playing at their own World Cup. I mean, and mistake me if I'm wrong, but the past 2 to 3 World Cups, the ones who have been hosting it have at least gone to the tournament past the group stage. So I'm expecting that to keep on going with Qatar, especially the way they've been playing.
Don't remind me. Russia being on penalties. I don't want to. I don't want to.
I wasn't trying to. I'm just saying there were some teams that did that. I really do feel like Qatar has at least a decent chance in this group.
Interesting takes. We're starting off Group A. This is happening in a hurry now. Group A, you guys good takes. Group B, this is got to bet a little bit more interesting. For me, I have the English topping the group, and then I have the Americans finishing in second. Granted, I will say that for the Americans, it's either second place or nothing, because Iran won't be an easy match for them. And whoever's coming out of Wales, Ukraine, and Scotland, those are not going to be easy matches either. Either three of those countries, not easy matches. And the reason why I say this with less confidence is because granted, there's going to be a lot of time now and they have their training camp, but I really did not like what I saw out of the last qualifying round from the United States. Like, it just wasn't impressive at all. And, like, you have a very impressive roster, probably the best roster in American history, but, like, it just wasn't convincing. it just kind of was weird. Like you qualified for the World Cup, but you lost the game. Like it was kind of weird. Like everyone's like celebrating after, but it's like you lost the game. So it was weird. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the English and then the Americans in second. So we'll go with Alex. Your thoughts on that group?
Yeah, I think I agree. I think England will top the group. They have a really strong squad. The U.S. they haven't really convinced me during qualifying. I know, beating up on Panama 5-1, makes U.S. soccer media go crazy. But realistically, in a World Cup, that doesn't translate over. So maybe they'll finish second, but I think depending on who wins that playoff game, whether it be Ukraine, Wales, or Scotland, hey, if Ukraine gets in, they're going through a lot right now, and their people need something to root for, so they'll be, trying to get
That,
to the World Cup
that
and
is
fighting.
Alex. Sorry to cut you off, but that
No,
is
yeah.
my scare. I feel like if Ukraine gets into the group, that Ukrainian team is going to be heavily inspired
Yep.
to get into that group and make it out of the group and play for their country with a passion and a fight that people haven't seen.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm rooting for them because I'm a big fan of Zinchenko. He plays for
Yeah.
Manchester City. He's Ukrainian, so yeah, I think it'll be difficult. But England will top, maybe the U.S. second, but it depends on who gets that playoff spot. Sorry, Iran. I'm not. No, though they're a good team, I'm not entirely convinced. But yeah, Group B is definitely pretty interesting, I'd say.
Janka, your thoughts?
I'm taking England first, and for please USA, don't let me down because I never picked USA. I never picked USA. I'm gonna put USA in second, but if Lord, if they lose to Iran, I'm gonna throw a fit.
Hey, Spain almost did in the last one in their World Cup in their group. Iran scored first on Spain.
Yeah, but Spain throws like 800 passes a game.
Yeah, literally.
That's true. Brandon?
Well, I have to say, I have to give it to England, the true Euro Cup winners. I'm still not over that, but England should top that one, and then the United States should come in second. However, the only way the United States would actually lose in this group is if Wales qualifies. I'm sorry, but Gareth Bale is probably the prime of his career right now, at least in international play. I
Yeah.
feel like if he gets a chance, that's all he needs. I really feel like Gareth Bale and the Wales team would take a draw from England and then win against Iran. And that USA game would be a toss up. And honestly, I don't like the United States facing against them. So it all depends on that Wales, Scotland, and Ukraine playoff play in. But I confidently feel as an American, I'm going to say for the sake of it, United States is number 2. And hopefully number 1 if we win against England for what has it been like a streak since 1776. So I mean, hopefully things stay as history is. So
I saw Alex's face when you said that. She was like, "Oh God, no." All right.
Just history.
Here's the group that I can't believe how to talk about it, but whatever. Group C: Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Obviously, it's Argentina is going to win that group. And second, I'm sorry, I got to go with Robert Lewandowski and Poland coming out second in that group. Mexico, this is sad. This is probably the weakest Mexican team that we've seen in years, and they still qualified above the United States. So it's just that upsets me. But Alex, for me, Argentina, Poland. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. Well, then again, Poland at the Euros, yeah, I don't know, they weren't too convincing, but Mexico, all they need to do is call up Rodolfo Pizarro, and they'll win the group clearly. But no, yeah, I think Argentina first, Poland, Lewandowski, he'll get it done. Yeah, no surprises there. Maybe Saudi Arabia makes a shock win. I don't know, but pretty clean cut with this group.
Here's what I will say though that would make me maybe hesitate and change my mind. If Mexico, which they already said they weren't, and they were talking about this uh, yesterday evening during the Galaxy and Timbers game, if Mexico were to call up Chicharito and would call up Carlos Vela, I give Mexico a chance.
Will Vela even return to the national team though? He's happy in LA watching basketball in his free time. Does he even want to come back to go back to the national team? I don't know.
I give Mexico a chance if they bring those two guys in, but they already said they're not going to call them up. Jaka, what are you thinking?
Obviously, Argentina is for me number one, but I'm between Poland and Mexico. Because you said Mexico isn't gonna call up the Chicharito and Velda, I kind of hear some confidence in how they said they were gonna do it. So I'm gonna take Mexico for second.
Surprise, okay.
We're not gonna call these veterans in now. We're sticking to our young dudes. So they're confident.
If you want to stick with Pizarro, that's okay. That's fine. All right, I see you. Brandon, what are you thinking?
What was the name of the guy from Poland? Lewandowski, wasn't it? Right?
Robert
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski in Poland will be very, very impressive in this World Cup. So impressive, I expect them to only, I think, maybe get one draw, 2 straight wins against whoever. The only team they will get that draw against is Argentina, which I have them top of that table. So Argentina 1 and Poland, surprisingly, shocking little people at number 2.
Okay. So here we go in Group D. We have an intercontinental playoff spot there. And then we have, I believe Group D is the intercontinental playoff spot. So we have France, Denmark, and Tunisia. And I believe it is Australia against Peru in that playoff spot. I just looked it up. And to be honest, I'm sorry to break the hearts of many Peruvians, but I think Australia takes that game. So for me, France first in the group, and then I'm going to have to go with Denmark in second.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Christian Eriksen, I think everyone's going to be rooting for Denmark, so no disagreements.
Is it Australia or Austria?
No, Australia. Austria got knocked out.
Okay.
Jaka, your thoughts?
Obviously, France in a 1. Yeah, I'll stick with it. Yeah, Denmark at 2.
Brandon?
I'm a huge Griezmann fan, and I'm still waiting on another World Cup for him. I need 2 out of him, man. He's got to be a great, one of the greats. He's got to be number 1 with France in that table, and then, I don't know. Whoever comes out of that, I think Peru has a good chance. They might shock some people. I would take Peru coming out of the play-in and as well coming out of that table. I'm going to go as that far. I have a lot of Peruvian friends, and they're high hopes on them right now. And honestly, it was a real hard South of America to come out of. So if they make it out against Australia, they can make it out of anything.
That's impressive, man. Let me tell you, I gotta give it to you. I like how confident you're talking these days.
I'm just saying, it's just people tell me some things, and I won't be shocked.
All right. You know what?
Possibly.
We'll stick with that. Group E, which is supposedly, it is. I think it's one of 2 groups of death. We have Spain. And then the playoff spot is Costa Rica against New Zealand. I feel like that was a hard one, but I think Costa Rica makes it out of that game. And then we have Germany and Japan. This is hard for me, man, because
don't sleep on Japan.
I know.
Yeah, Japan's solid.
I have Spain and Germany coming out of the group, but I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to say who gets first and who gets second.
Okay, I think what's making it hard for you is that you're still living in the past in that old in the old World Cup. Don't assume that they're gonna go
Not
8
2014, man.
again.
Come on, man. Don't disrespect my Spaniards like that. All right. They're coming
Thank you.
back, man. They were really great run in the Euros. They were right there against Italy, and they'll be right there in the World Cup. Trust me, man. Trust me.
So you know what? For that fact, I'll take because Germany's still kind of recuperating itself. I'll take Spain first, Germany second. Alex?
Yeah, yeah, no surprises there. I think I don't know, Japan's solid, but Spain, yeah, they had a really good run at the Euros, and yeah, that Italian team that they failed to beat, they're looking like frauds right now. So I'll give the edge to Spain. And yeah, so I think it'll be Germany 1, Spain 2.
Okay, you switch it up on us. Okay, no offense. It's okay. None taken. Janka? I know Janka ain't picking Spain, bro. I know he ain't picking Spain.
Okay. Crazy thing is, I am taking Spain at 1.
Okay.
I am taking Spain at 1. Now I am in between Japan and Germany for real.
Okay.
Because I don't think Germany is what they used to be. And for some reason, you know me, I like anime.
Oh my god.
And I also do think Germany is also dealing with a lot of stuff, like we're dealing with Russia and Ukraine thing, because of the gas stuff and whatever their political thing is. I'm not gonna bring it up, but I feel like just because of what they're dealing with, I'm gonna do the surprise thing. Japan second.
Okay. All right. I got nothing to say with that. I'm just happy you picked Spain. Brandon.
I don't know. I'm a little bit speechless from that last comment right now. I gotta tell you that right now, because I'm not gonna lie. That Germany and Japan game, I mean, it's gonna be one to watch on national television everywhere, no matter what the time is in Qatar compared to the United States time. But I have to say that Germany, their young guys are showing out in England, in leagues out in Germany, in leagues out across Europe. So I think it's kind of like not. I'm not gonna say a golden generation, but definitely I feel that Germany has enough firepower to make it through the group stage. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do Germany dirty like that. I do put Spain as 1 just because I felt that it was such a strong Euro for them that it really was a shame to see them be right there next to the finals. So they're
Yeah.
gonna regain themselves here in the World Cup, taking the first spot out the group stage, and then Germany just follows up.
All right. Group F. This is an easy one for me, man. Belgium takes first, and Croatia takes second. I don't want to hear nobody, especially on Twitter. Alex knows what I'm talking about. I don't want to hear anybody talking about Canada this and Canada that, and Canada got a good draw. Canada has a good group. Come on, Croatia with Luka Modric. I know they're a little older right now, but still, they got that. Like Modric is like what 34, 35 or whatever, and a guy was out running Messi and slide tackling Messi. He still got it. And obviously, there's a lot of other players like Rakitic and stuff like that on that team. Obviously, we're still in Belgium's golden generation. So I go Belgium and Croatia.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's nice seeing first time teams get to the World Cup. So good on Canada, but yeah, first time the inexperience will probably show. So yeah, I think yeah, it'll be Belgium, Croatia. Yeah, no surprises there unless Morocco, you know, does well or something. But yeah, I think it'll be Belgium and Croatia.
Janka, I'm waiting for Janka to say Morocco, top of the group. What's there to think about, man? This is probably the easiest group.
I'm gonna say Belgium 1, Man, I just feel like Canada, bro. Just because they just like it's their first time ever. I'm thinking about it, but just like they don't have the experience, so I will take Croatia too.
Brandon, are you okay up there?
Like, I understand this is the closest to the group of death, and Canada is probably the best team out there in North America right now. But I mean, come on, man, golden generation.
I mean,
You
think
know what I
about
mean?
like in the World Cup in Russia. No one expected Russia to make it that far.
True.
But they
Yeah.
were also the host nation.
Like no one had St. Peter's going that far in the tournament for
So,
basketball.
so
There's
you're
always
trying to, but you're trying to compare a 15 seed in March Madness to Canada's hopes in the World Cup, though,
yeah,
out of the group stage. You can't do that.
it's their first time ever making it to the World Cup, so it's like,
Come on, I know it's been 36 years, but there's still, I mean, there's still teams out there that were in the World Cup before, like Croatia. Plus, I think Belgium was third place in the last one.
that's why I put Croatia at second. I mean, but I feel like they're motivated. Just like if they get the right motivation, they're on a hot streak right now. Anything can happen.
That is
And plus,
true.
we still have like another 8 months left.
That is true too. That is true too. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But I mean, for at least my takes of it, because I really do believe this is probably the hardest group throughout the entire World Cup. I really do believe that. You have the best team out there in North America. Belgium is always going to put up a fierce fight.
Mhm.
And Croatia, as I said before, they got guys that are top-notch guys. I mean, Ballantori, I mean, everything that you would probably want out of a club internationally. So if Canada does have a chance, it wasn't in this group. And the fact they were put in pot 4 was a disgrace. They should have been at least a pot 2 team.
They
So
should have won. Like if they won, they would have been on pot 3. So they lost against I don't know, was it Panama or someone? And they ended up dropping into pot 4. So yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate as it is, though. But I mean, it is what it is. So I mean, obviously, I'm gonna take Croatia as 1 just because I don't feel like Belgium will really win them out in a close one. I think it'll be either a draw or Croatia wins by 2 goals. Either way, I don't really feel like Belgium has a chance against Croatia.
Well, Alex, I'm sorry for you having to listen to Janka. This is the man. Brandon was here. I think Brandon was here for this episode where we talked about the top 5 worst Miami athletes of all time, and
Oh,
this man said Dan Marino.
worst.
Well, I wasn't there for that. Wait. You said top 5? There were like probably 5 other guys worse than him on that same Miami Dolphins roster, I'm pretty sure.
Top 5 worst Miami athletes of all time, and this guy says Dan Marino.
Worst. That's a little. I don't know. What's the reasoning behind that, though? Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like I feel like, not to hate on the guy, but I feel like you're just so overhyped, and you didn't win a ring. It was just like you have all these records and you have nothing to show for it, and it's like you are known for winning. You aren't known for like mostly anything else besides throwing passes and touchdowns. Like it's like I don't really see what's the hype about it. I mean, he's a good guy and all, but as like a player, I don't. It's like I think overhyped quarterback.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, Drew Brees only has 1 Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers only has 1 Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger, before he retired, had only 1 Super Bowl. That 1 Super Bowl doesn't put them over Dan Marino. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that Ben Roethlisberger isn't over Dan Marino. All right, Drew. I guess you can argue it, but like, I'm sorry.
Dan Marino. I personally,
I'm gonna leave it for another episode. I'm a Dolphin fan, so I'm gonna give you some biased takes, man. I was in that building, man. I just can't say it right now. I just
have to drop this one right here. I don't know if you guys agree, but he also said Giancarlo Stanton was one of the worst Miami athletes.
I think the situation was worse than the athlete itself, to be honest. But I don't know. Yeah.
Back. Let's get back to soccer because before any more blasphemy comes out of Janka's mouth. Group G. I'm gonna have to go Brazil top of the group. This one, I feel like this group we might all kind of disagree, but I'm going Brazil top of the group, Switzerland in second. I don't know if you guys might feel like different for second place.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Never
Serbia,
mind.
sorry. Serbia could be. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this is a bit tricky. I think
Look at
Switzerland will
Luka
go through though.
Jovic.
Yeah, I think Switzerland will go through. Yeah, they've been here, done that. Serbia is talented, but I don't know. I'm not totally convinced. I don't know. It all depends. World Cup, anything can happen, and these are the sort of groups that we get these crazy games where Cameroon ends up beating everyone. So yeah, I don't think that'll happen, but yeah, I think Brazil will top it, and yeah, Switzerland second.
Okay.
Yeah, no surprises here. Yeah.
Okay. Janka, Cameroon winning the group.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say something. I don't think Brazil is even making the final or like the semifinal at all. So, but I still have them winning the group.
Okay.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna stay with Switzerland.
Brandon, please save me.
Well, I'll save you right now by getting you out of your chair. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Brazil and Cameroon making out of the group.
Yes.
It's gotta be one of those African countries that just go crazy, man. I'm telling you, Nigeria
Yes.
didn't make the World Cup for no reason. Now I gotta tell you, man, Cameroon is gonna make it.
Someone just had to say it, man. One of us four just really had to say Cameroon.
You have to represent. I mean, come on, man.
Gotta
Cameroon's
rep
a
the
good club.
African countries. My black card would have been taken away if I didn't say
Oh
one of
my
them. So
gosh.
I'm kidding, but yeah. But yeah, Cameroon's really good though. So maybe I don't know. The World Cup's crazy. I'm just excited for the tournament to see, who makes that Cinderella run. So yeah, it all depends really.
Canada.
Okay. Last group for me. This is tough.
Anyone but Uruguay. Just saying ahead of time.
You're gonna be disappointed, but you might be surprised. But I have Uruguay winning the group and Portugal coming in second.
No.
Yeah, I see Brandon's face
I like it. I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. Good
I don't
But
choice.
know.
it's hard because I'm not giving South Korea a chance, but Ghana, Ghana's tough.
Oh, right. I don't know. I think Portugal will get it together. Even though every time Portugal plays, they play this super productive defensive style of football. Even though they have some of the best attackers ever right now at the moment. So I think Portugal will probably top. I'm not even gonna acknowledge Uruguay. There's something about them I just don't like. I'll go with South Korea second, mainly because I think they have a well-rounded team. Last World Cup they beat Germany, even though they didn't get it to the round of 16, but they put in a really good performance. I think they'll be able to rise to the occasion again and maybe eke out a couple of wins against Ghana, Uruguay, maybe draw Portugal. So I'll go Portugal first, South Korea second.
Alex, after that comment, you're getting to the same pedestal as Janka.
Nah, no way. I respect Dan Marino though, so that's not terrible.
It's a pretty high stool.
This has to be a
Janka,
recurring bit.
winning the group.
I got Uruguay winning the group, and then so I'm gonna put Ghana at second. No shot to Ronaldo though. No shot though. So you can't say.
I can stop talking. I can't even look at Brandon. Please go. I can't even look at you. Bro.
I'm telling you right now, man. Portugal's gonna make it, man. They're gonna go far. Not that far, but far enough for them. I got Portugal at second. I feel like Ghana's gonna get tortured throughout that entire group. South Korea, I do like them. Son, great player. I think they have a great team over there, especially making it out of Asia. But I don't know, man. Just Uruguay, it's just a different environment over there, especially that we see in South American football. It's just Suarez is there and a bunch of other guys there that are just veteran, built up guys that are in perfect shape for conditioning, especially playing in Qatar. I feel like Uruguay will have a great advantage and almost feels like a home advantage for at least that group. So I really do like them taking first in that.
Okay. This is
Future
how
Inter Miami player Luis Suarez, if you believe the article.
You just gotta pray and shoot for the stars. You know?
Yeah. Literally.
This is how we're gonna do it. Group A, Alex, you said the winner was?
Senegal, I believe.
Okay, Senegal. This is how we're gonna do it. And second place in Group B, you had
Oh,
United
snap.
States.
I gotta look back. I totally forgot the groups. Hold on. I think it was like
United States in second, right?
Group A was Netherlands.
No, but second place in Group B, who did you have?
Oh, US.
Okay, all right. I'm writing. We're gonna calculate this as we go. Writing it down.
I see.
We're doing Alex's first. This is her. Okay. So then you had Netherlands and top. Okay, you had. Okay, I got that. This is gonna look real nice. Group C, you had Argentina at the top. And second place in Group D, you had Poland, correct?
Group D, Denmark. Group D?
Yes,
Yeah,
Denmark.
Poland is Group C.
Yeah, Poland's Group C.
Okay, Denmark. All right. So, okay, Poland would play. I got you. This is going to look real nice when we put it all together. We're going to go one by one. So we're doing Alex's matchups first. So you had Spain winning Group E?
Group E, yeah. Actually, no. Let me double check. It was Germany and then Spain.
Okay, so we had Germany.
Yeah.
And then in second place, you had Croatia, correct? In the next group?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I love how the can at the bottom it says, "Murder your thirst."
Hey, it's a good description for it, man. But you trying to get a sponsor right now?
No, I mean
Liquid death. What is that? Water? Or
yeah,
Yep.
in a can?
yeah. They do it because they want to reduce the amount of plastic.
Ah.
He likes to be fancy like that.
We donate 10% of profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution.
Interesting.
First place in Group G, you had Brazil, correct?
Of course.
We would play.
Unless Cameron makes like a sneak run.
Who was your second place in Group H?
Group H, I think it was South Korea, right? Yeah, South Korea.
Okay. We're almost there. Your first place in Group H, who was it?
Portugal.
Okay, and okay. All right, here we go. This is for Alex. Your round of 16 matchups. Senegal against the United States. Who do you have?
Oh my gosh. Imagine what Mane, dribbling down against what Miles Robinson or whoever's gonna start at right back. I don't know. It's wow. Yeah, I'll take Senegal.
Okay. All right, Netherlands or England?
Oh my goodness. Oh, England. I think they're just more talented, even though they play boring soccer. But I think they'll get through.
Argentina or Denmark?
Oh, Denmark just for Christian Eriksen. I know the Messi fanboys are going to be upset.
Yeah, this guy right here. Look at his face already, bro.
But no, I'll go with Denmark. Just the Christian Eriksen thing. I think they'll be really hyped about that. So,
Poland or France?
France.
Okay. Germany or Croatia?
Germany. I think coaching wise, they'll have the edge with Hansi Flick.
Belgium or Spain?
Oof. Huh.
Yeah, you really dug yourself in the hole in that one.
I think. I don't know. Belgium. They always get to these sort of tournaments and they always underdeliver. We've been talking about them. Winning a World Cup since what 2014, and they've never made any noise. So I'll go with Spain.
Okay. Uh, Brazil or South Korea?
Oh gosh, yeah, Brazil, clear.
And then Portugal versus Switzerland.
Portugal.
Okay, these are your quarterfinals, Alex. Senegal or England?
England.
Okay. Denmark or France?
France.
They meet again. Germany and Spain.
Oh my gosh. Oh, oh boy. Yeah, I think Germany. Yeah, Germany.
And then Brazil or Portugal?
Oh my gosh, that's like the colonizer game right there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Brazil. Wait, yeah, Brazil, Portugal? Yeah, Brazil.
Okay, your semifinals. England versus France.
France.
Okay. And then Germany versus Brazil.
Oof. Brazil. I think Brazil will get
Oh,
Yeah.
reverse.
Yeah. I've watched them through World Cup qualifying. I think I don't know. I have a good feeling about this group compared to the last tournament.
All right, here we go. The
Hmm.
final. Who will be World Cup champions? France or Brazil?
Oof. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. If the French don't have any, like internal issues like they've always had in every tournament, I think they'll get through. But yeah, I think it'll be France. I feel like they'll repeat. They just have
France?
a
You're
good.
repeating.
Yeah, I think they have a good squad and they're just really cohesive. And Pogba always rises to the occasion with France, so I think he'll have a good tournament too. So
Very interesting. Very interesting, shall I say. So Alex Windley has the French winning the World Cup and going back to back. It is now Jonka's turn. I know this is going to be a very crazy, very wild thing. So Jonka, Group
Yeah,
A, who was your winner?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay. Who is your runner up in Group B? United States, correct?
Yes, hesitantly.
All right. Your second place in Group B is Senegal, or you said Qatar?
I think I said Senegal.
Senegal, and then you had England winning Group B, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are done. Group C, of course, I don't even have to write it. Argentina is winning the group. And then you had Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Argentina and Mexico coming out of that group. But your second place in Group D is who?
Denmark.
Okay, and then it was Mexico. And okay, got that. Moving on. Topping Group E, who did you have?
Spain.
And your second place in Group F?
It was.
Croatia?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Let's see here. Okay. Your second place in Group E was Japan, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Your first place in Group G is Brazil.
Group G, yes.
Your second place in Group H was who?
Ghana.
Interesting. Your second place in Group G was who?
Switzerland.
And then your second place in Group H was who?
First place. Wait, you said first place for
Second place in Group H.
was Ghana. First place was Uruguay.
Okay, got it. All right, Jonka, are you ready?
Yep, let's go. Hit me.
All right, guys, here we go. Here's your round of 16 matchups for Jonka. Netherlands versus the United States.
Netherlands.
Okay. Senegal or England?
England.
I love how he's actually thinking about these. Argentina or Denmark?
Argentina.
Mexico or France?
France.
Shouldn't have even thought about that one. Spain or Croatia?
Man. I'm gonna go with Spain.
Okay. Japan or Belgium?
Man, if Japan can come out of if Japan actually does come out of the of Group E, I'll take Japan. Just based on my bracket, I'm saying Japan.
Okay.
I have to be consistent, or else I can't.
I'm not gonna say shit, bro. I'm not gonna say shit. Brazil or Ghana?
Brazil. As much as I hate to say it.
And then Switzerland or Uruguay?
Switzerland, Uruguay.
Okay, here we go. Your quarterfinals are Netherlands versus England.
I'll say England.
Okay. Argentina versus France.
No. Pinga. Oh my god. Man, I'm gonna say Argentina, man.
God.
Just for revenge for last World Cup, but
Spain or Japan? Don't you dare say it. Don't you dare.
I said Spain.
Okay,
God.
good. Brazil or Uruguay?
Oh my gosh. Imagine if that happened. Like that would be like the craziest thing on like Twitter.
Oh,
Like the memes.
It'd be the most toxic environment
the most toxic
in the stadium.
thing.
It'd be such a
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say Uruguay.
Jesus, okay.
I'll say upset.
Your semifinals, sir. England or Argentina?
I'm gonna take Argentina.
This guy's such a fanboy, bro.
They have a good team.
Spain or Uruguay?
Nah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Jeez. Is Spain gonna play how I think they're gonna play? Fuck. Man. Just for me being a fanboy, I'm gonna go for Uruguay. I would like to see a matchup like that.
South American final, Argentina, Uruguay.
That'd be a showdown. That'd be nice to see.
That would be great. I want max chaos. So.
And I know you're going to say Argentina.
Yeah, I think Argentina takes it. But if Uruguay also wins, I wouldn't be mad either.
Okay, so Alex Windley's final.
Oh gosh.
Brazil. It was Brazil against France, and she said France. Yours was an all South American final between Argentina and Uruguay, and you picked Argentina. Brandon Hernandez, you are on the hot seat, my good sir.
Yep.
You're
Let
on
me-
the clock.
Gotta put the Fast Money Family Feud music on right now. I got it.
Survey says. I'm sorry, that wasn't up there. Japan going to the quarterfinals wasn't up there.
Yeah. We were looking for Germany out of the group. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait another 4 years.
All right. There we
Great
go.
timing. All right.
Brandon, my good sir. Winning Group A, who is?
Netherlands.
Okay, and your second place in Group B was the United States, correct?
Well, it's second place for Group B.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna put down United States. Still a question
Perfect.
with Wales, but I think U.S. You got to go for the home squad.
Hey, there's no take backs at this point. Second place in Group A.
Second place in Group A is Qatar.
Okay, that was a very interesting one. And then your first place, obviously, was England in Group B.
Yep.
We move on to Group C. You had Argentina in first, correct?
Yes, and then
Second place of Group D is Peru, correct?
yes.
Okay. And then you had Poland in second.
For Group C. Yep.
And then your first place, France. Let's move on to Group E. You have Spain topping the group.
Of course.
And your second place of Group F is Croatia.
Actually, Belgium.
In second?
In second.
Okay.
I said it before. I'll say it again. Croatia's that team.
So then you'll have, okay. That's very interesting.
NCAA update. North Carolina is winning by 7.
Ooh,
29-22.
the 8th seed. Tar
And you
Heels.
had Germany in second, correct?
Yes, I did have Germany. And then I had Japan dead last. I'm kidding. Only kidding.
Group G, you had Brazil in first.
Yes.
Group H, who was your second place? Portugal?
Yeah.
Switzerland was your set, or you said who said Cameroon? You said Cameroon.
I
right?
said Cameroon, and I'll never take that one back. Cameroon is second.
After the World Cup, we should everybody that's on this podcast right now, we should come back and see who was correct.
All right,
That's a good idea.
here we go, my sir.
Yes, sir.
Netherlands versus United States.
US of A. No takebacks. They just got defenders out there. I don't believe in really the attacking of all of Netherlands. So I think Pulisic will get the job done right.
Qatar or England?
Qatar. Oh wait. England. I almost said something. England.
That would be
Woo!
crazy upset.
I was about to flip the whole panel over. My apologies.
Well, let me just say something. If Qatar, England will be rated.
England will be rated.
Let me tell you, there was almost a Will Smith moment in this show.
Oh my gosh. But yeah.
What's his name out of your damn mouth?
Oh my gosh.
Brandon, Argentina or Peru?
Argentina in that one.
Poland or France?
France.
Spain or Belgium?
Spain.
Okay.
I'm in hesitation there, man. I'm telling you. I know these groups, man.
Croatia or Germany?
That's hard because I just love the players on Germany that are coming out, especially the ones out of the Premier League. I'm gonna have to go Germany on that one. I think it's gonna be an upset.
Okay. Brazil or Portugal?
Shit.
Well, for this one, I'm gonna have to go Brazil. I'm gonna have to go with Brazil. Sorry, Ronaldo.
Cameroon or Uruguay?
Uruguay. It's gotta be.
Okay, your quarterfinals, sir. You have some familiar matchups.
Hmm.
United States against England once again.
I feel like, the only reason why Pickford and Maguire are even on that team is because they're great in international play, but they're horrible in club play. But I feel like you can say the same thing for a lot of the American teams out there. So I'm gonna have the United States doing an upset here. I think that England doesn't get further than that. I really do believe that. I'm gonna take the USA.
Okay, you have the United States advancing to the semifinals of the World Cup.
And that's not even a bias, let me tell you that. That is, I truly do believe. I truly do believe this is the best USA team we've seen in a while. This gotta be it.
All right, sir. Argentina against France.
I'm gonna take France in that one. No offense to Messi.
Respect.
Spain facing off Germany once again.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what was the other team that was facing off against Germany? I think you paused there for a second.
Spain.
Oh, Spain for sure. Pep, for sure. For sure. The guy's the mini Messi right now.
Brazil against Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Oh,
Nothing against the Brazilians. I'm just saying, man. There's nothing that can really get past an Uruguay defense. It's too solid.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brandon semifinals here. United States versus France.
I'm gonna have to go the French way.
And then Spain against Uruguay.
Spain.
And your final is France versus Spain.
Well,
don't hesitate. You already know.
Yeah, because because the thing is though is that I really do believe that Spain is an incredible source of like players on that team internationally. And France, what we see in 2016, it's always going to be one of those teams late. It's going to be a fun final, but I must say Spain wins that one in a shootout.
Wow.
I really do believe that.
We have Alex Windley with France versus Brazil, and she has France winning. Janka with an all South American final of Argentina against Uruguay. He's got Argentina winning. And Brandon with an all European final of France versus Spain, and he's got Spain winning. And for me, here it is. I have Brazil against Belgium in the final.
Wow. Belgium goes that far.
Yep. And for me, the Brazilians become 6-time world champions.
You're gonna trust Neymar to take him to a final?
Oh, I'm not talking about Neymar, sir. I am not talking about Neymar. I'm talking by the name of Vinicius Jr. That man is hot right now. He's playing well. Yeah, Neymar is Neymar, but he's still not a bad player. You put him in the mix, and everyone else Brazil's got, they're playing well. They're playing very well right now. I think I see Brazil going all the way to the final and winning it all. Also, they're ranked number 1 right now in FIFA World Rankings.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, man, but you just got to get through those European teams. That's the only issue.
Yeah, and I was reading something. A South American team hasn't won since 2002, which was Brazil's last World Cup. So, yeah, European teams are pretty good at this tournament. So, yeah, it'll be tricky for Brazil, but they do have a good squad.
I will say that South American countries historically tend not to do well when the World Cup is far from South America. Yeah. That's a trend that's happened in history.
So I have South American team winning. You have a South American team winning. Brandon has European.
Yep.
And Alex, you have
Brazil.
2-2. All right.
Wait, Brazil, France. I think it's
France.
France.
Yeah, it was France. Yeah.
Yeah, France. Brazil,
Any-
France final, but France winning.
Any score predictions?
Ooh,
Well, you already heard me first. I think it's gonna be a shootout, and either I'm such a strong believer in that Pepe guy. It's such a real story if he goes on to score that last shootout goal. I feel like it's gonna be 4-5 in the shootout, and the regulation will be like a 2-2 tied up. So trust me, it'll be a close but entertaining final, guaranteed.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Brazil over Belgium. Goal from Vinicius to open it up, and then Belgium's gonna equalize. And then I will say that Neymar will seal the deal and put a second goal and to win it for Brazil.
I'll say
This guy's gonna say Messi hat trick.
no. Relax. No, I'm gonna say 2-1.
Okay,
2-1.
Alex.
I'll go 2-1 France. Benzema and Mbappe will score, and for Brazil, I think I'll say like I don't know, like a Thiago Silva header off of a corner. That's how they'll score. I think it'll be an extremely tight final if any team really. So 2-1.
If France wins, I see Benzema making an Instagram video with Drake in the background. Say,
Oh my gosh,
I'm telling you right now.
that's
This was fun, Alex. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us an opinion that's actually not crazy and possible. Again, please, everyone, follow Alex. She's got all the up-to-date information on Inter Miami, on Major League Soccer. You don't want to miss it. She'll keep you updated, and during matches, you look at her tweets. You know what's going on if you can't watch the game. So thank you again and Jonka is showing us, North Carolina's killing them.
Oh,
but again, thank you for joining us, Alex. This was a very fun episode. I really enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys next week for a brand new episode. Good night, everybody, and have a great rest of your week.